This week on the Team Podcast, we talk through several TV shows that you need to be watching right now, from the very highbrow through to something not quite so highbrow.
Oh my God, it's deranged.
Is it?
They are deranged.
Really?
I mean, gaslighting, the like trickery, the love bombing. It's unbelievable.
We've got all the beauty products that you need to be trying right now, including Jen's game-changing new hair treatment, which has taken all the frizz out of her hair. Your hair looked insane. I've never seen silkier hair.
Straight, yeah.
Yeah, I might start straightening my hair again. I'm going back to the 90s.
We talk through all the best dressed celebs this week and dish the dirt on the podcast that, apart from this one, you need to listen to right now. Whatever you think about her, the woman is so fucking impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's doing the bar. No one in the world needs to do the bar less than Kim Kardashian. And finally, we have a special segment from the fashion team who are giving you a bit of preemptive Christmas shopping advice.
Like, there was a lot of runway inspiration from like, you know, party dresses, evening dresses, dressing up, but then with flat, not for you, Nana.
Yeah.
But like, I think it,
That's why I did say
kind
kids
of,
in heels,
yeah.
as low as I'll go.
Exactly.
So stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Welcome to the SheerLuxe podcast with me, Charlotte Collins. This week, I'm joined by Jen George and Harriet Russell. Hi, both.
Hi.
A very matchy Jen George and Harriet Russell.
I know, and people remember the last time I was on, which was only a few weeks ago, I was matching with Sapna too. And I don't know, we did not plan it at all.
I was going to say I would hope not. I have a photo from some friends at school who came in like fully identical outfits, and we spent all day trying to be like, come on, just admit that you did this on purpose. And they did. It was
I went to school in America when I was a teenager, and we literally, it was like Mean Girls. We'd have like, oh my God, on Thursdays, let's all wear like...
On Wednesdays, we wear
sweatpants.
pants.
Really?
Yeah. It sounds Mean Girly. We were nice girls, but it was just very American.
Nice girls in matching
funny.
outfits. Yeah. Well, we don't do that here, but you both look very chic. You were just discussing different denim weights. Harriet, also, to distinguish your outfits, Harriet's jeans are lighter than Jen.
Yeah, I'm like a sturdy denim
gem.
girl.
Yeah.
I don't like to be disappointed. I don't like them to stretch once I've worn them 3 times and sort of fall off. So I go sturdy. Yeah, and you like a thinner, slightly...
I just like the actual, the weight of them to be a bit more lightweight, because I fall more into your camp of not being like... I have lots of denim in my wardrobe, but I think weirdly in the last like few years, I've just... I don't know, maybe it's a post-COVID thing, just not...
I think there are more trouser options available
than ever.
now. Yes. I think that trousers are more on trend than they used to be. And they used to be kind of like denim, or you were really smart. Yeah. And now you can just wear trousers in life, which
I
is
have
lovely.
so many trousers in my wardrobe that I just didn't have 5 years ago.
The indigo wash is good for work, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It looks smarter, and I think also the boot shape is smarter this season.
Every single person in the office has these boots on today.
Those ones
we have them in different
like
fonts.
a pointy low heel.
It's very wet
patent
today.
boot. Yeah, there's a good rain boot.
It is a good rain
It's
boot.
better than a welly.
For the office,
For the
it certainly
office,
is.
yeah.
Well, can I tell you my hack on a rainy day is I wear long boots that are
long,
the
nice.
whole length of my...
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole length of...
The daintier heel is proving a bit...
Right, Charlotte.
What a way to describe knee-high boots. Boots that are the whole length of my leg.
Ex-fashion editor.
Knee boots. Yeah, literally. I've lost all my vocab since then. Because it means that you can also tuck in your trousers when you're walking. Which, not
like a pirate.
Yes, listen,
Not
pirate.
chic, but on the 37
But
bus,
I'm
who
dry.
cares? Yeah.
I am dry
Yeah.
today. Guys, I really love this weather. I know I'm psychopathic. Like, I know some people hate it. But yesterday, we had a really long car journey yesterday, which was Sunday. And we had stopped off at Gales, and I got Gales are doing this. If you haven't had the Gales... Well, hang on, I keep getting the name wrong. The Gales Spiced Cafe au lait. That's it, right?
It's so good.
It's so good.
Is it like a chai then?
It's more like it's more just like an autumn coffee, but it's not like
But it's
I
not
can't,
pumpkin-y
I can't do a pumpkin spice.
No, so
ick.
it's not too sweet.
No, it's
And
actually
chai
really
to
sweet.
me is quite strong. I'm quite sensitive to it, and
Yeah.
I'm not as sensitive as
This
to
is just
one.
like autumn in a cup,
Yeah,
and just like it's kind of hot milky.
so
It's not like
good.
coffee. It was so good.
I
and
could leave the rain though.
Oh, I kind of as long as you're inside.
I was gonna say, it
kinda
depends what
love
you have
it.
to
I
do.
obviously don't have frizzy hair. Constantly having to battle the frizz. But,
Well,
but
you-
more on
you'd
that
never
later, actually,
know.
because I've had a great treatment that I'll talk about.
Good to know. All right, let's talk about new and noteworthy. I feel like there's so much good TV going on right
I
now.
know, it's hard to pick.
Jen, you go first. You've got a long list
Okay,
here.
I watched the new Keira Knightley movie. I didn't realize it was a movie actually. I thought it was a
I
show.
thought it was a series.
No, it's a movie, and it's also like I think it was like an hour and 35 minutes long, which is so
Dream.
nice.
This is on Netflix.
On Netflix, and it's just kind of like a trashy suspense thriller set on a boat.
Okay.
It's, I mean, a trashy in the nicest way. Like, it's a good film, good acting, but really easy. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night watching. Short, which I loved.
So nice. It's called The Woman in Cabin 10.
Woman in Cabin 10.
What happens?
Yeah. So she's a journalist. She gets invited on this billionaire's yacht. And when she's on there, you see this in the advert, but she sees a body fall into the water. And she's like, oh my God, someone from Cabin 10 fell in the water. And then they're all like, no one was in Cabin 10. What are you talking about? So she has to figure out, like, who was this person that was hiding? She's like finding hairs in the plug holes, all those kind of things. They convince her she's going mad.
Kind of Shutter Island-y.
Kind of Shutter Island-y. And also, do you remember that film Flight Path, randomly, that had Jodie Foster in it, where they
With her kid.
Her kid, and they convinced the kid's gone missing. It's that on a boat, and it gets slightly sort of more frantic and worse towards the end, but in kind of a fun, trashy way.
Okay.
Satisfying ending though, because I sometimes feel like they struggle to tie those
it
things
is actually quite satisfying, and there's good plot twists. Yeah, so that was great.
I mean, if I kind of would watch Keira Knightley in anything. Like, I rate her taste in what she makes.
Yes, I don't think she picks crap
Yes,
for money.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else? You've got the Frankenstein movie. Have you watched it?
I haven't watched it, but that's like
this
on
week.
top of my list, to watch. So, but I'll have to go to cinema to watch it because it's not.
No, it's on Netflix.
It's not on
Prime.
Netflix until I think next week.
We should say this is Jacob Elordi in a Frankenstein
And Oscar
adaptation.
Isaac,
Yes.
and who's that great sort of horror actress, Mia
Goth,
Goth,
yeah.
I think she's in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so it just looks really great, and also like Jacob Elordi.
There
It got a
was
standing ovation at Cannes.
Yeah, but
everything
don't
does
they
get a standing
all?
ovation
I'm
at Cannes.
like-
Yeah, but theirs was something ridiculous, like 17 minutes.
Yeah, it was,
I mean,
yeah.
who stands clapping to
I
a film
remember
17
hearing an
minutes?
interview with Emily Blunt and The Rock, and The Rock was basically saying how awkward Emily Blunt found it because she's British. So like obviously we can't take compliments.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people were like applauding their film for like 15 minutes, and apparently she was like, "Oh my god, this is so awkward. Please stop."
When do we sit down?
Yeah,
It's fine, it's fine. I'm good. Thank you so much.
No, it was
It's fine.
horrible. It was horrible. I was awful in it.
They were talking on a film podcast that I listened to about people's favorite Frankenstein adaptations like over the years, and somebody mentioned Poor Things, which I really liked. As it's
Love
obviously not
that movie.
directly Frankenstein, but it's quite a good homage too. And I hadn't realized that Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein is like well known to be one of the worst movies ever made, and it was like
brilliant.
absolutely pan and satiric. And I've seen I did Frankenstein for A level.
I did.
Yeah.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So I feel like I don't know, maybe the adaptations have stayed with me more than others. But anyway,
Yes.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's worth a watch if you can.
Is it funny?
I think so.
So like funny because it's so.
I think it's
bad.
funny because it's
Yeah,
so
brilliant.
bad.
Love
Yeah.
that.
It's so bad.
I also saw, how the National Theatre
NT Live.
NT
I know
do
what you're
NT
gonna say.
Live, yeah. So they stream their plays into cinemas. I don't know if they still show this one, but for a long time,
I think they do.
I think they do. So they had a very famous production of Frankenstein with Benedict Cumberbatch and Johnny Lee Miller, where every night one played the Doctor and one played the monster, and they switched every single night. So
You get paid double for
Audiences
that.
never knew going in
which one you were going to
which
get.
one they were
Okay.
going to get.
which
That's
is super
clever.
cool. And I saw that.
I've got a few
Yeah.
friends that are members. If you become a member and you get like advance tickets, and I think it's like £100 a year to be
Yeah.
a member. It's not crazy.
It's worth doing.
10 quid a month. Yeah.
I'm actually going on Friday. I'm so excited to see David Harewood in Othello
yeah.
with Toby Jones as well, which
Wow.
I
Oh my
went back to look
God.
at what theatre was at, and I bought the tickets in
I
January.
love Toby Jones.
I'll be interested to see what you think of him because I saw him in a Chekhov play about 2 years
Toby
ago.
Jones?
Yeah. He
Chekhov play. I mean,
Yeah, high brow.
Yeah.
it was quite highbrow, but it was Richard Armitage playing like the main part, and he'd just done that like really scandalous racy thing on Netflix. Do you remember?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
actually feel like the audience was full of like
into it, yeah.
wine mums being like, "Oh,
Was it
my God."
Uncle Vanya? It's Uncle Vanya.
was Uncle
Chekhov.
Vanya,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's not
Yeah.
super highbrow.
It's more, and
It's more story.
Amy Lou Wood was playing Sonia,
Ah.
and so I feel like people
cool.
again like got quite into it. And then I saw The Seagull recently. That's Chekhov too, but that was
I
Kate
saw
Blanchett.
The
So I feel like
Seagull, yeah.
maybe Chekhov's having a bit of a
Bit of a
I saw
moment.
the Seagull with Emilia Clarke in it. Emilia Clarke?
Oh, yes.
From
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And I was so distracted about how tiny she was. Like, as she's like the size of a child.
Let's move on from theatre.
Yeah. Chekhov.
Well, we can happily move on to your next recommendation, which is Love is Blind US. So
Oh
there we
my
go.
God, it's deranged.
Is it?
They are deranged.
Really?
I mean, it's the UK one's great, but
I've
I
never
think
watched any of
a
them.
bit like with Emily Blunt. Like we have a certain amount of like modesty to us, I guess, as Brits. Whereas,
Prudishness.
I mean, they're just like the gaslighting, the like trickery, the intense, the love bombing. It's unbelievable. They speak in these weird pods where they can't see each other, and then they have to match up, but they have to propose. So that's
It
like,
just feels so
have to.
unnecessary.
as in sort of, I don't know, it starts with like 20 people and it ends up with like 5 couples.
Right.
Because they date each other through these walls and then they make huge connections and they fall in love.
Obviously.
And then they propose. And then they meet each other and are like, oh.
This is just like a macrocosm for dating apps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess so.
honestly,
This is just
we're
like
all
every
obsessed.
first date I've ever had.
There's like Married at First Sight as well. So anyway, this one, they're deranged. It's brilliant. It's well worth a watch. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, it just makes you feel better about yourself. I think.
Makes you
You're
feel
like,
sane and normal. But Harriet, what about you? What have you got to recommend?
I watched Steve on Friday night.
Cillian
Pretty much
Murphy.
brand new. It's Cillian Murphy.
I've heard it's very intense, but in what way?
It's intense because of the subject matter, which
Yeah.
is brief précis, is that he's teamed up again with Max Porter, the author, who wrote a book called Grief is the Thing with Feathers. And he adapted it for the stage, and it was a one-man play, and it was Cillian Murphy, and it was incredible about a man who's lost his wife and is experiencing grief. And then they've teamed up again. Max Porter wrote a book called Shy, which was about a boy who is attending a reform school in the 90s, and it's kind of just the way Max Porter writes is like a stream of consciousness. It's not massively plot driven, it's like insights. Instead of focusing on Shy, they have pulled Steve out, who is sort of like a background character and is the head teacher of this reform school. And again, it's 90 minutes, it's not long, but it is a day in the life at this reform school in the 90s.
It takes place like in real time, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Which I guess accounts for the
So it's not single
intensity.
shot, like
It's not
adolescence,
quite
but
single
it's-
shot. I mean, some scenes are like sort of following him through the school, so perhaps they were shot that way. But yeah, it's not literal 90 minutes.
yeah.
It's a full day, but it's sequential.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Some of the fight scenes are like, you just think, oh my God, how did they even rehearse this? How did they block this, let alone like carry it off? Because it's intense. And Steve himself, played by Cillian Murphy, is kind of obviously unraveling at the seams. Like every day is such a battle, and they receive quite devastating news quite early on, sort of within the first half an hour of the film, and then things sort of go from bad to worse from there. But it's all about, I mean, you watch these things and you think, my God, these people are saints. Like, how do they do this? It's fascinating. And they're saying, the reason I wanted to watch it was they were saying Cillian Murphy's going to get another Oscar nod. I'd be surprised. I'm not saying he's not brilliant, he is, but I just don't think it's going to be a mainstream enough role.
What was his nod for last year? Oppenheimer last year?
No, year before last.
I was going to say.
So I just think I can't see like American audiences really understanding it, because it's such a British
You say that,
setting.
but Adolescence was
Cleaned up.
huge there.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
So
That's
maybe
very
off the back
true.
of that,
Yeah.
sounds heavy.
Well, my
Watch
mum
that and then
watched it
watch Women in
first, and I,
Capital.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, I don't see myself like settling down. You're not going to settle down. You kind of have to just like put yourself into it. But it is only 90 minutes, so it's not a huge commitment.
Sounds great.
Shock therapy.
Exactly. You've also put on your list that Nobody Wants This season 2 comes this week, which we are like the millennials in the office are pumped for. The Gen Z don't know what it is.
They don't know what it is.
No, do you not know this?
No,
Such
how have
a
they
weird
missed it?
divide, isn't it?
I think it's because of Adam Brody. I think it like
That's
sucked us
true,
in.
fair.
And also, no, I was going to say maybe they don't care about a rom-com. It's a little bit of an older person's rom-com. Most rom-coms are people in their 20s, and they are both like, you know, about 40-ish.
but the whole thing is like she's sort of, you know,
a bit
past
older.
it and like has got kids and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I'm so excited.
sense.
We are hosting this podcast. By the time the podcast goes live, the show will be live, but we are hosting tomorrow, so 48 hours in advance, a screening or an advanced screening of the first couple of episodes.
and Leighton Meester is in the new
Yes.
series.
Yes.
Who is his wife in real life, who was in Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Which is like the dream sort of
It's so meta.
It's
OC
so- it's
crossover.
unreal.
Yeah, it's great. We love it.
Love it. Cannot wait for that. Can I tell you about something that I've been watching that I'm so happy is back, which is The Diplomat.
Oh my god, is it back? What?
It's back season 3.
Oh, I didn't
dropped.
know that.
I know. I felt like it was very quiet. I found out from the SheerLuxe TV guide.
I found out from Netflix the other day. It was like the new season's here.
I
I'm
thought
like,
the
oh.
second- it on Netflix.
I thought the second series was way better than the first.
I loved all of it.
good.
And actually, I'm watching Slow Horses as well. Like I'm sure lots of us are. I'm finding Slow Horses a bit repetitive. Like it's kind of just the same again. And The Diplomat is a bit fresher and also feels a bit lighter. Slow Horses is very, I mean, it's obviously got that very dry British thing, but it's also just a bit sort of dark and heavy and ugly, and The Diplomat's just like a little bit glossier.
Yeah.
So for those who
She's
don't
such
know,
an interesting, complex character. I
so
love
interesting,
her.
and
Like,
him, I think he's so
Yeah,
fascinating.
yeah.
So this is what is her name? Kerry
Russell.
Thank you,
Kerry
Kerry
Russell,
Russell
Rufus
from
Sewell.
The Americans.
Yeah.
One of my favourite shows of all time.
Yeah, that was a great show. Plays the American ambassador for the UK,
Yeah.
is married to Rufus Sewell's character, who is also in the diplomatic world, and he is just a real slippery. He played. Did you guys watch Scoop, which was the
Yes.
right? So where he played
Yeah.
Prince Andrew,
Yes.
and I can't separate.
Unsee him,
I
yeah.
can't unsee him because
Yeah.
also the way he is in this show in the Diplomat is kind of like all the problems the royal family is having with Prince Andrew, where it's a bit
also
like,
got a hint of his character from Bridget Jones as well. Not Bridget Jones, from The Holiday. As
yes,
well.
totally. He just plays like a
Jasper.
cad, doesn't he? Just like
exactly.
like
but
a
then you
rogue
they
cad.
really make you love him one episode, and the next episode you hate him, and then you love him again. It's so clever.
Totally agree, because he's sort
He is
of
good at villains.
romantic and passionate and incredibly brilliant, but then just goes so rogue, and you're like, what are you doing? And like, you're just, and she causes him like no end of he causes her no end of stress.
It's toxic. It's a toxic relationship.
So toxic. He causes the entire American government a huge amount of stress. Like, he is so difficult.
One of my big questions was, I don't know why she stays married to him.
I think they just both love each other, but in like more of a sort of companionship way than a
Totally.
They're sort of addicted to each
But
other.
then it's also quite sexual. Like, I think
It's
this
very
is
sexual.
very charged. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I've watched the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes of season 3, and there's a lot about that, how they basically just like can't quite keep their hands off each other, even when they hate each other.
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
there's a tension there.
Yeah.
But Celia Imrie's in the first 2 seasons as well.
Yeah,
just
so
playing
she
such a
plays,
brilliant
yeah,
part.
like a retired diplomat. Yeah,
Alison Janney plays the vice president, and
all-star cast.
all-star cast, and the finale of season 2 was like one of the best cliffhangers or the best like goosebump moments of a TV. I get goosebumps thinking about it, of a TV show ending. Like, what do you think about them all running?
Yeah.
Press on
I'm just
then.
like, so good.
Oh my god, I'm excited. This is too much to watch.
I know,
Too
so
much
much
to
to
watch,
watch.
but I highly recommend. Let's move on and talk about our mustn't miss from SheerLuxe over the last week or so. What have you guys loved, Harriet?
Mine's actually kind of a small piece of content.
I love
but
this,
I love it. So SL Man interviewed Callum Harper for a really quick sort of like
Oh, that was cool.
like quick fire Instagram reel at a Tommy Hilfiger event, I think, the other night. And I'm very lucky as sub editor because I get to see every piece of content pretty much written and filmed. So when that came through for us to edit, I was like, oh my God, I bloody love Callum Harper.
For those who don't know, who is he and why do you love him?
He's a model and he's quite young. I'm going to say early 20s. I'm not quite sure. He's so interesting looking. And then you see his modeling shots from various catwalks. He works a lot in New York, a lot in Milan. And he's just got this like chiseled. I mean, he'll be wearing obviously like makeup and stuff in those get-ups, but it's just like he transforms
the
like
bone
on
structure is
runways.
something
The
else,
bone
yeah.
structure is unreal. And so
He's
I
like
just
a beautiful man, isn't he?
He is
Yeah,
so
it's
beautiful.
ethereal.
So then
Yeah.
there's this real like dichotomy between like how he looks on like a Prada runway versus like his sort of like goofy persona on Instagram. And I love his content. It's so joyful.
Yeah, it is.
really cute.
He does a little content with his best friend, a guy called Kit Price, who is so hot. It's just so. I mean, he's about 15 years younger than me, but oh my God, he's stunning. And that's why I enjoy them. Jen, what about you?
I am excited to see the podcast with Nana, the podcast 3 month one, because partly because from a selfish point of view, I used to work. They're both old colleagues of mine who she's with, Georgia Medley and Femi Fatu. I worked with both of them at previous jobs, so I'm just excited to see them all together. And they're all like such glamorous women. So I just want to hear all their tips and tricks and finds. And
They're also doing amazingly, aren't they? They're like, obviously Anna as well, but the 2 guests are like unbelievably successful in their fields. So it's so cool.
Oh, and in the beauty section, we've got, I mean, obviously we're all experts ourselves, but we have some really great expert commentary coming up over the next week or so. So we've got Hada Akram, who's an incredible celebrity facialist. She's spilling all her skincare secrets, like who she sees, what treatments she likes, favourite products, favourite high street products. We've got Jacob Schwartz, who is a celebrity hair colorist. So he does Bella Hadid's hair. He does Margot Robbie's hair. He did the Barbie hair.
Okay.
He's given us
Taking
all
notes.
the hair colorist hacks. Oh, and then we have, for anyone, I know you're a big fan of Biab Nails.
Die Hard.
So we've got the founder of Biab Nails who invented it. She's giving us, again, like everything you need to know about Biab Nails. Because I actually don't have them personally.
It is like,
And I know I'm
it
like late to the
changed my
game.
life. So she's the inventor of the gel bottle.
Yes,
and under the gel
exactly.
bottle, they have Biab.
Yeah.
And like, if you are somebody for whom gel doesn't last, like classic traditional shellac or whatever, some people love it. It doesn't last on me. It chips, it peels, and my nails always used to break. And Biab, it's like they're like acrylic level strong.
it's super strong.
I'm wearing them short at the moment, but when I have them super long, like nothing works like it.
So like head to toe hacks coming in the beauty section.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out to our Volkswagen project, which we're working on at the moment. We're partway through. we obviously on our YouTube behind the scenes love a day trip, love
You went to
a
my
team
school
out.
town.
Really?
Bruton. Yeah, I went to school there.
Did you?
Yeah.
What a lovely place to go to school.
But no, see, it wasn't.
Now
Because it
it's
was just
trendy.
like
Very sleepy.
a town with like 5 schools in it.
Yeah.
And we all just used to sort of like shout at each other and call each other names and throw water balloons at each other. There's a school called Sexies you saw.
No.
So, there was
I haven't
signs.
seen it. I
So,
haven't seen it yet.
so there's like
Yeah.
signs in the sound saying Sexies.
Sure.
There's the school, and then Mr. Sexy lived in Bruton, and he founded Sexies, a school. The school
That's
it's
terrible.
still-
This doesn't sound
still
real.
going.
Someone should have
Yeah.
told him to
It's still
call
going.
it something
It's
else.
called Sexies, yeah.
Is that where you went?
I didn't
That's
go
a
to
different one.
Sexies, no. I went to the girls' school, so like, we would call them like, oh, you're the sexy people, and then, we were just called like,
That sounds like a massive insult.
yeah,
You're
sort
so
of-
sexy.
Yeah. So it's funny seeing how glamorous it is now, and the fact that like SheerLuxe want to take a day trip there.
I mean, it's
'cause it
so
was just a
stylish
grotty little
now.
school town. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So that is the first of 3 installments is Hodge, Polly, and a special guest.
Yeah.
Went to Bruton for the day. Nana and Satna are off somewhere this week, and then I'll be off week after. We're thrilled to be working with Volkswagen on this partnership. But on top of that, it's great content. It's the content that
gonna
we
say,
have
fun
anyway.
content.
So yeah.
Also,
I'm
you were saying
excited.
last week, because you went on a little trip last week with some of the team,
Yes.
and like you had the best time. It's
had
just so nice.
best
We're so
time.
lucky that we get to just hang out with like our friends.
Honestly,
for
it's
work.
the best. And like we had quite a lot of work to deliver. And the times in between, like when we were done for the day and
Yeah.
we all slept over in this insane house, it was so much fun. I
much
love
fun.
going away with the team so much.
That's
so you're
so
right.
nice.
It's a real privilege.
So lucky.
Okay, well, a little break from regular programming of this podcast because we want to talk about party season. It's coming in thick and fast.
It's
not
so
far
no,
away.
it's round the
It's
corner.
really not. And
Yeah.
to be honest, we're quite excited by it because there's some really good fashion. And we've been working with George quite a lot recently. And their latest drop for Partywear is honestly unreal, isn't it?
It's so great. They've got some, the sequin trousers
Yeah.
I've already spotted because I do believe sequins
I was
are
gonna
for the whole year round, but obviously party season.
Not just for Christmas.
Not just for Christmas, but yeah, party season especially.
Can we talk about trends? Because I think every year there's like something new that comes in, things that we're focusing on. Is there anything that you guys have spotted generally trends-wise for party dressing that you're really excited about?
I'm going to put it out there that I'm not a party trend gal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to me, it's all about like the fabrications.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got like your sequins, there's velvet, there's rhinestone,
Yeah.
there's that kind of like shimmer. And I think
Yeah.
to me, it's more about like highlighting those textures.
Yeah.
It's not a trend led time
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
personally. What about you guys?
No, I would agree.
Yeah,
We
I
just-
agree. There's like things that I would pull on in the rest of the year that
Yeah.
kind of take on a new shape or silhouette at this time of year, maybe. Like I love metallic, and there's actually a really nice kind of sheer blouse which has like a bow at the top, long sleeve, and it's that like metallic, quite sheer fabric.
Yeah.
And I feel like I maybe wouldn't wear it the rest of the year, but I would wear that like color or shade with
Yeah.
trousers,
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
a matching set.
totally.
So it's
No,
nice to then
definitely.
dip
Yeah.
into that for party season.
I also
Yeah.
think it's maybe about like taking those kind of key statement party pieces and then how you style them that makes them feel relevant. So
Yeah.
yes, you've got that sort of blouse. Maybe once upon a time you would have worn a shock horror like leather skinny, and now you would do like a barrel legs.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's maybe those sort of updates
Yeah,
that make it feel more
definitely.
modern.
Yeah.
And kind
What-
of like
Yeah,
the
sorry.
puff sleeve blouse, pussy
Yeah.
blow blouse. You get those pieces that they definitely you would have seen them before, but it's just an updated version.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
So what are your go-to pieces then for party season? What are you reaching for?
For me, I love a statement blazer. George, you've got a really beautiful like rhinestone
So
one.
good.
It's kind of like a tuxedo shape
Yeah.
and styled with nothing underneath,
Yeah.
and then some jeans or something like that, like
Yeah.
a really relaxed trouser. And I think also something like that is a really great piece that you can have from like desk to dinner, where this time
Yeah.
of year there's a lot of like after work drinks,
Yeah.
activities,
Yeah,
parties.
and you've just got to go straight there, and it's like, who has
100%.
time to go home and get changed?
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
think having like, a few killer pieces in your wardrobe that you can just like throw on. See, I love something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Nana?
Same again, because I'll go back to the sequins, and that's my specialist subject. But again, I could wear those sequin trousers that George have, could wear them to work with a chunky knit and boots, and then easily switch out the top
Yeah.
for something more slinky in the evening. Put on a tuxedo blazer or
Yeah.
an oversized blazer, and that would look really nice as well. And instantly you're ready to go straight to the bar.
Yeah. What about you, Zap?
I feel like I do go a little bit more extra at Christmas. It's like my one time to just like go for it. And I never really wear dresses, but there's this one sort of like mini black
It's
dress,
so you.
long sleeve sequin, and I just feel like with maybe even like a pair of like quite simple tights and a really nice like pointed heel.
Yeah.
I just
Could
think
do like
it's
a
so
painted
cool.
pointed heel, like a kitten heel even would look really cute with that.
Like
Yeah,
that.
I kind of like that look with flats
Yeah.
as well. Like I
Yeah.
think also like there was a lot of runway inspiration from like, you know, party dresses, evening dresses, dressing up, but then with flat, not for you, Nana.
Yeah.
But like I think it,
That's why I
think
did
it
say
kind
kitten
of,
heel,
yeah.
as low as I'll go.
Exactly. It just kind of pairs it back and it's a bit more
Yeah.
demure and like less kind of shouty, but in a really like chic, understated way.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
You touched on desk to dinner dressing. Do you guys have any more tips? Because I feel like we get asked that so much on the community.
Don't underestimate the power of really good accessories and switching up your makeup.
Yeah.
Like I think, you know, like you can be wearing exactly the same outfit and change up your shoes, put on some killer earrings, slick back your hair, a new
a
lippy,
lip.
or like a bit of eyeliner. Eyeliner is my thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, a little face spritz, and suddenly you've
It's
kind
a
of
whole new
changed
woman.
the look.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, I feel like with party wear, it's not necessarily a category that you have to invest in, I think. And Georgia Asda have got so many great affordable options, so you don't need to spend loads of money. And it's super versatile, whether it's you're going out for, you know, drinks after work, or you've got a friend's party, or like what you're going to wear on Christmas Day.
That's it. It's going to kind of see you through the whole of party season. Like you're going to get those key pieces.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're good to go.
Can I tell you one of my favourites is the co-ord. It's like an embellished co-ord.
Why am I surprised?
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously a co-ord.
For purchase.
Yeah, but well, I just feel like it's quite an easy one because you can wear the shirt with like a pair of really good denim jeans, or you could wear it with some tailored trousers, obviously together. And I think that's one that's really nice for a Christmas party, but also even Christmas Day or like even New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I think you want your party pieces to kind of work for Christmas, but also New Year's.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the beauty of a co-ord as
Exactly.
well. 2 outfits for the price of one.
We were also talking about the puff sleeve.
Yes,
Yes,
How
that's
chic.
another, like
Yeah.
it's so. I love a sort of a shoulder detail, and I
Yeah.
think that sort of exaggerated shape, like that's another really good. Like you want a statement, just kind of throw on a really good blouse. I feel like everyone needs that in their wardrobe.
Yeah.
Just that piece that they know is going to work, and also it's nice and covered up. Like I feel so rank and pasty and pale at this time of year, so like as minimum amount of skin on show, but that's got like, you know, maximum impact with that, so I think that's a really really great
That's
piece
like
as well.
another one, like the rhinestone blazer, like that is the outfit. Like,
Exactly.
it kind of really doesn't matter what you're wearing on the bottom because you look so incredible on top.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, love that. Well, if you guys haven't yet checked out George at Asda's Partywear drop, you must also check out our piece on site as well. Back to the team podcast.
Hot topic. Celebrity moment. Jen, I want to chat about what you've put down here.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
the Academy Museum Gala. What
I
is this?
I
What
never paid
is it?
attention to it before. I've never noticed it before.
I think I have noticed it before, but I still don't know what it is.
But the outfits, they were just so fun.
So good.
And I think compared to I feel like Oscar season last year, I just don't feel like we had the red carpet was amazing. I've not seen enough coverage.
Yes.
Just some really fun outfits. And obviously this fashion week just passed as well was a really seminal fashion week. I think especially Paris with the new designers coming in. Elle Fanning had this incredible Balenciaga dress on, which was sort of like, had volume at the front rather than the
was
back,
really cool.
which was great. Greta Lee had new
The black.
Dior on, which was but not
Oh, was
maybe
it
less.
Dior? Was it not Loewe?
No, it was a new Dior.
I didn't think it looked Loewe, but she's
It's
been
the
an
new,
ambassador
It's
for...
the new because he's nicked her from
I was
Loewe.
gonna say,
of
she's
course.
following Jonathan.
Right, she's following
Yeah,
Jonathan.
yeah, she's
Sorry,
following
I can't keep up
her
with the
mate
grades
John,
reference.
yeah.
Kim Kardashian went back, revisited the...
Except it's not Balenciaga.
No, it's Maison Margiela.
It's Margiela, but under what's his name? Glenn Martin's.
Glenn Mars. Right, I assumed it was Demna.
Me too.
At Gucci.
Yeah.
Or like, is she now with Pierre? Because she also, I'm not sure if you've watched it yet. She went on Call Her Daddy.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
I listened to the whole thing.
And
yeah.
she
You
was
loved it,
very,
yeah.
there was a section where she was talking about like North's critique of her style, which was very funny. But she, like, it was interesting because in that segment, she really reiterated her loyalty to Balenciaga.
Oh, interesting.
Well, she signed with the brand obviously a few years ago, and like, I guess it was sort of like tailing out of Kanye years and what have you. And then they had their big scandal. So everyone was like looking at her to like break ties and she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't.
But I think it has been difficult for her to like tread that line up until Pier Paolo's now come in and it's kind of like fresh start.
Yeah.
And she obviously feels now freer to be like, no, I love Balenciaga. So I'm not surprised people think it's Balenciaga because it's the same as the Met. But no, it's Glenn Martin's.
So I read a thing, I think it was in the FT after this fashion month, saying kind of, why do fashion designers hate women? And it was basically showing kind of quite a few of the catwalks and different elements of some of the shows that were really kind of almost had a disrespect to them for women's bodies. So like having hoods covered up. There was also, was it the Margiela show where they had like the mouth stitching that
like
kind of
the
pulled
grill type thing.
like the grill thing that was kind of like
Although
made the
he has
dentist.
since said that is a comment on puppeteering, as in like in American government, particularly at the moment, we've got a lot of people like spouting things that are
Interesting.
not
Okay.
real. So he said that was a comment on that rather than like
something on women.
more
And listen,
submissive.
I'm sure there's some sort of interpretation on all of them, but I'm not sure it does anything. I think Kim wearing a sort of hood, for those who haven't seen, she's got her face entirely cut. You can't tell it's her.
It
She's
looks
wearing
like
a hood.
you know that trick about when you put your dress on, if you've done your makeup and you put your pants over.
Yeah. Yes, we put her tights over.
Because
Exactly.
the colour, because it was like a taupey kind of.
was.
yes.
Yeah.
But to me, it feels a bit like something that Kanye would put
Yeah.
his wife in,
Absolutely.
and everyone
Yeah.
would be like, "Whoa, this is terrible."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not giving
Absolutely.
free will.
And because it
Yeah.
harks back to that Met look so specifically, which
Yeah.
was a Kanye era,
Yeah.
it feels really retrograde.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I mean,
she
and
knows
it's
that
weird-
though. She
She knows
doesn't
it,
do
yeah.
anything accidentally. Does
Unless
she?
it's like a reclaiming of it, because she had, I mean, the necklace that she was wearing with that
Yeah.
dress.
Well, interestingly, Alex Cooper does ask her about that on the podcast.
About
So,
what?
About
look?
the Balenciaga.
Yeah, I remember. I've
Okay,
listened to it.
yeah.
Yeah, she does.
So
yeah.
maybe,
And she's like, no, I fully chose it. I fully
yeah,
loved
so
it.
maybe you're
Yeah.
right. Maybe it's a
Yeah.
reclaiming, but it
She says-
still feels odd to me.
I agree. In that podcast, she says that Demna is like super shy and really doesn't like walking the red carpet. So they were like, okay, well, fuck it. We'll cover our faces together and I'll support you.
I
in
saw a
that.
great video that Chris Appleton put up, which is him and Mario, her makeup artist, and they're like, oh my God, the look is amazing. I think it might be to a viral
That's funny.
sound. They're like, I mean, we've worked so hard on this, and then it shows her with this thing on. Right.
I wonder if she did have any makeup
She
on.
does. Yeah, she does.
She
yeah.
does?
She had the full glam. Yeah, because I think like either beforehand they take photos before, or afterwards, or yes,
Yeah,
it's
they
full
must
glam,
do.
full hair, makeup.
Can we just talk about the Call Her Daddy episode?
Please. I could
It's-
talk about it all day.
My feeling on Kim is, whatever you think about her, the woman is so fucking impressive. Like,
Yeah.
she's doing the bar. No one in the world needs to do the bar less than Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think she's a rock star. I just think it's so cool. And like,
Yeah.
you know, Alex Cooper says to her something like, you know, the accusation that's thrown at you a lot is that anyone can do it. And she says, what does she say? She says,
Let them
like,
try.
it.
Yeah.
Try it. Yeah.
Quite
Like,
right.
go on then, if you can.
Yeah.
And it's so true. And, you know, she talks a lot about her split with Kanye and how she's raising 4
juicy,
kids.
yeah.
But it's like, it is juicy.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, she has help. That is the caveat
course she
that
has
we have to
help. Yeah,
say. That, you know, she's in a privileged position now where if she wants to take the bar, she can pay for help with her childcare or, you know,
Lawyers
she's
and whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
and she's largely getting the tuition schedule that she wants,
Yeah.
and she doesn't really sort of have to do a lot of the day-to-day chore stuff we
But,
ordinary
like,
folk have
so?
to do.
Like,
Yeah.
it's good for her.
Yeah. She
But
still doesn't
good for
have
her.
to do it.
Give it a listen. It's
really good,
fascinating.
yeah.
It's really fascinating. Anyway, back to the Academy Museum Gala. Can we talk about Kaya Gerber in the white for a minute?
Yeah,
Did you see it?
she's just
So good.
chic.
She's
got-
another world,
yeah,
like
yeah.
otherworldly.
I'm really into it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've also noted down Hailey Bieber in Schiaparelli.
Yeah,
was
which
gonna
is quite
say,
unusual for her.
Not my favourite.
It's not.
I
I
know
can't
I
decide.
didn't love it, but I liked seeing her in something other than like a short black mini dress. I
Agreed.
feel like she's normally quite, you know, the
Safe.
YSL just. Yeah, I thought it was. I wasn't sure about the texture and the color, but I thought it was quite cool.
I
for
also
her.
wasn't quite sure about the shape over her hip. I didn't know if it was the most flattering on her just because I felt maybe her bust is smaller and it doesn't sort of have that balance. But I don't know. I can't really make up my mind on whether I love it or whether I'm not that into it.
I kind of love that she tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what
I
I'm
liked
saying,
seeing
yeah.
something
Yeah.
different, and that's with the whole carpet. That's what I loved. There was
It's true.
just like it was fun.
I also thought her makeup was
Yeah, her makeup was
real.
unreal. Was
like,
it Mary Phillips?
insane. I don't assume so.
assume
so,
So
yeah.
stunning. I also really love, this is niche, but Sydney Sweeney's hair. She
I
had,
didn't see
yeah,
that.
so she was wearing a black Miu Miu dress. She had a kind of updo with like 2 bits at the front, but like when she turned to the side, it's just like the perfect cool girl, messy updo
cool.
situation. Check it out.
As the clocks go back and the days get darker, UN Women UK has launched the Right to Move campaign, a movement empowering everyone to help women feel safer when exercising or travelling during the winter months. The campaign calls on all of us to take simple but powerful actions. Stop, support, report. Stop and offer your help if someone seems unsafe. Support them to safety, whether that's walking them to transport, calling a taxi, or waiting with them. And only report it if that's what they want, whether that's to the police, British Transport Police, or venue security. Women shouldn't have to bear the responsibility for their own safety. It's on all of us to look out for one another and protect women's right to move. To learn more and get involved, visit unwomenuk.org.
We're going to move on and talk about a ride or die beauty product. Beauty queen, coming to you first. What are you loving?
Okay, well, not a product, a treatment, and it's a new one, so Ride or Die TBC. But I had a Wella treatment last week at Hutchison's, which is like a straightening treatment. Talking about frizz, and it just takes it kicks the frizz out of your hair and it smooths down your cuticles. So it doesn't take away the texture. So you can see my hair's still got a little bit of kind of bend to it and stuff. But it's like the air drying dream. Yeah, because if I air dry my hair, I look like a spaniel. It's just like as it gets on. And the way that Luke described it was perfect. I don't know if people will know this with their hair type, but my hair looks best when it's like 50% dry. So when it's like just dry and it's still wet and it's kind of got a little
weight
bit
in
of,
it.
yeah, it's got weight, exactly. And this has completely transformed my mornings when I wash my hair.
Your hair looked insane.
Yeah,
I've
poker
never seen
straight.
silkier
Poker
hair.
straight, yeah.
Yeah, I might start straightening my hair again. I'm going back to the
It's
90s.
Coming back.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Harriet, a beauty treatment from you?
Yeah,
You've also
I mean,
got
hair.
hair.
Yeah, it's a hair theme. Mine, so it's very common. At the end of the summer, a lot of women, but people in general, experience quite a lot of hair fall. It's just a seasonal shift. And then it sort of snaps in September. You come back to your regular climate, perhaps. And mine was honestly coming out in clumps. And I think if I ever get a compliment on my hair, it's that people are always like, oh, it's so thick and like luscious. And so to see it coming out in my hairbrush in clumps was quite distressing. And like I say, I have hair loss every year, but this year felt particularly bad. And if I sort of lift up this side, people might be able to see a bit more, but there's now like a very short patch of baby hair. And that's basically where all of it happened. So we were sent, full disclosure, the new Philip Kingsley Density line to try, and within that there's a product called the Scalp Serum Drops, and they're so easy to use. You literally put it along your hairline, it's in a pipette, and it sort of has the dosage on it, so you know exactly how to use it, and then you just sort of spend 3 minutes massaging it in. Look, none of these things are like miracle treatments, they take time and effort, but I would say that I've noticed more density coming back in those areas, and I would recommend it if people are at a loss. And the big thing I didn't want to do was resort to like oral treatment, so like tablets or anything. So I feel like this has been a good first step.
I mean, Philip Kingsley is like, they
Yeah,
know what they're doing.
proper trichologists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Love to hear it.
And you?
I'm going to say I got sent the other day, Sculpted by Amy, the Irish brand we love. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Foundation?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's
Been
amazing.
all over my Instagram.
Yeah.
Has it? Is
Yeah.
it viral?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a foundation with
It's
a compact.
flat. Yeah. But it's like bouncy.
It is
right?
Yeah.
so much fun to apply. First, it's exactly that. It's like a compact, and you open. So it's got the little little powder puffy type thing to an applicator, and then you open like another cap, so that's protected. And then it's exactly as you say. It's almost like a little baby trampoline out of which comes
Did you not know?
foundation.
Because Bobby Brown used to have one like that.
No.
YSL used to have one like that. Yeah, it's quite.
I was like back
format.
in the Dream Up Mousse phase,
Well,
perhaps then. I
okay.
don't know.
And
if
I
ever did try
remember
it.
when YSL particularly had like a foam. It was like a foam pad that you would press, but this feels it's like smooth.
Yeah.
This is smooth.
And this feels much more like almost like Korean type.
Yeah, it is inspired. It's
Is that right?
inspired. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
The thing I like the most about it, obviously it's super fun, but the thing I like the most about it is for topping up on the go. I don't want to walk around. I never take a foundation bottle. I might have my concealer on me, but you don't take your foundation bottle in your bag. This is a compact, as they say, that can just like go in the bag, and you don't need a brush or to use your dirty thing. When you're running on the go, because you've got the little paddy thing. What is that called? That is
it's like
compact,
a little.
isn't it?
I would call it like a puff.
Powder puff.
Powder puff.
Buff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I topped up.
Sponge.
I topped up with it just before I came down here.
very
It's
glowy.
nice, isn't
Glowy,
it?
yeah.
Thanks. Finally, let's end with a dilemma. I really like this question.
Oh, good.
I'll see what you guys think.
Okay.
Somebody says, I've started feeling like social media is dictating my style. I buy what I see on Instagram, but half of it doesn't feel like me. How do I stop chasing trends and actually define my own look? And I like this question because I feel like this is so common.
Yeah. I would say one thing I do when I see trends pop up and see, well, people in the office wearing stuff, and I think I'd like to try that, is I look actually at what I've already got in my wardrobe and what I've had in there for years. So I have, for example, like my cashmere jumpers, my round neck cashmere jumpers, I'm wearing one today, I will just wear every year, and in certain tones as well. And sometimes I think, oh, I don't need another, you know, grey jumper. I've got 7 of them. But like, actually, if I wear them all the time, why not add to it? So with trends, the same thing. So for example, we've all got these pointy patent boots on today. And I bought mine quite recently, and I was like, oh, but they're very on trend. But actually, I have other pairs of pointed boots in my wardrobe I wear all the time. I've worn for years and repeat. These are slightly different, so I know I'm going to get longevity out of them.
For sure.
So I would definitely do that. Look at what you would. And for example, I've got other things in my wardrobe that I bought because they've been on trend. I've got this like butter yellow jacket that I bought in the spring. And I think I only wore it twice through the year because it's not actually really my colour. It doesn't look good on me because I have like a yellowish undertone in my skin. So I would do that first and foremost.
I think that's like very strong fashion. That's advice that you hear a lot, isn't it? That like, if work out what you do feel you're best in, and then just lean into that, and also work out what it is about that makes you feel good, whether it's the shape or that it's your right color palette or whatever it might be.
I mean, it should be said that on social media there are some really good content creators doing content about personal style and about wardrobe building. So like Alison Bornstein is like an obvious mention here.
Also Amy Smilovich, who's the founder of Tibby, is very, very good
at it and very like anti-trend. And so if you follow their content, listen to podcasts they've done, they talk about, you know, Alison's 3-word method or whatever. I have found that quite helpful in the last few years. But I think another reason why quiet luxury, if we want to call it that, has been so popular is because it's largely quite timeless.
Absolutely,
it's black blazers, it's navy jumpers, it's well-cut jeans, it's well-cut trousers.
But I think the problem, where some people go wrong is that that look is not for everybody. And I think I've said this several times before about capsule wardrobes, that like there's this version of what a capsule wardrobe is deemed to be, and it's whatever, you know, it's a pair of jeans and stuff. But like, I don't feel cool
jeans,
and it just doesn't. I think I look at other people and I'm like, they look so cool in them, but like, it's not me. I don't feel like my best self in them. So you have to sort of take a step back from the sort of version of what everybody says you should have in your wardrobe, and just lean into, like you said, the things that actually you feel good in or make you feel whatever. I think the 3 words thing, I mean, we've said it a million times, but it really does help.
It really has changed.
Identifying how you want to look every day, and then just working out if the anatomy of your outfit delivers that.
Yeah. Also, like, if you want to dip your toe in a trend, but don't want to, you know, involve yourself in fast fashion or spend your lots of money, is like, look on Vinted. So if there's like a unique trend that's come up, look on Vinted, find something for £3, try it out, and then if you love it, you can then go and, you know, buy.
I actually was looking the other day at where I have spent the most money on clothes this year, and it was actually a pre-loved website. I've bought bags on there, I've bought shoes on there. I mean, I am quite like picky about vintage. In that, has anyone seen that Morgan Stewart clip on the cutting room floor where she's like, I hate vintage?
But I won't hear a bad word against Morgan Stewart. So.
Nor will I. I absolutely love her. She's so funny, but she's basically like, that's just someone's old dress.
I'm a bit like that, to be honest.
Well, and my mum is too, and I get it. Like, you know, we're all saying, you know, there's great.
I just bad at it. I need someone to teach me the ways. Really,
sort of, but there's my point is there is a lot of unworn secondhand pre-loved.
It doesn't have to be someone's old
still
bikini.
wash.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have to
before
be
I put it on my
someone's
body,
used
though.
bikini.
Which I'm not that precious about that.
My friend used to buy, like, she would buy a pair of jeans from a shop on High Street, and she would, or anything, and she'd always wash it because she was like, you don't know who's tried it on in the store.
Yeah, she's got a point.
Fair. Which is a good point.
She's got a point. But I just feel like you
but
can't
then
live
no,
your
I
life
mean, I
like
don't
that.
know. Of course
Who's
not.
got the time?
Especially because, like, then what if it doesn't fit and you have to send it back or whatever? But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's a trial.
She's a germaphobe. She was American. I feel like it's quite American. Because they
sounds-
wash all their produce when they take it home too.
Yes,
Americans.
which I don't like. I think a bit of germ exposure is good for you.
Oh, we've got to have an immune system, guys.
Yeah.
All right, loads of good tips. Thanks, both. I think we'll leave it there. It's so nice to be back. I haven't done this for ages. I love the podcast. If you loved it too, then please do give us your feedback. Do comment below whether you're watching it or whether you're listening on your podcast apps. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.